All right, guys. Um, Starting my morning here. We're gonna do 25 minutes of cardio here, real quick, and I incline the um, the cardio machine basically, so it's harder. And I usually start at we start at 1.7, and I'll take it up to 2.0. So yeah, probably 25 minutes, and then we good. But I just wanted to talk to you guys for a little while. Like there's nothing that I can do or say to make somebody else be motivated. They have to have an innate want to be better. You know, I can sit here and lift 500 pounds. Yeah, you know what I mean? You could be like, that's impressive, or whatever, or that's great. Or I can sit here and be 250 pounds, right, in the next months or whatever. But it's up to that individual person at the end of the day to say, I want more for myself. I want to be better. You know what I mean? I don't care what it is. In every aspect of your life, you know. I mean, I don't want to just be just bodybuilding, but whether it's financial, it's a job or whatever, you have to want better for yourself, and that's what you need to dig deep down inside and be like, am I am I ready? Am I willing? Not ready. Am I willing to dig deep down inside and find that thing that I'm looking for to get me to that next level? And what I mean by that is, you know, I when I first started working out, I didn't have I didn't have anybody on my shoulders telling me, "Oh yeah, this is how you do a chest press. This is how you do an incline Smith machine." Nobody taught me that. I wanted to be better. I wanted to be. I looked at somebody. I'm like, man, I want to be like that. And I there was something inside of me that wanted to be a certain way. Be jacked or be fit or whatever. And I knew I could find ways to make that happen. You know what I mean? Like, and I knew I can I can find a mentor, but at the time I didn't have anybody. You know what I mean? Just moved to a different country, and I was just trying to find my way basically. But yeah, you're gonna learn. If you don't know about something, you can find out about it, or you can find somebody who does know about it. Then you can do things the right way. But what what I'm saying at the end of the day is, you're gonna have to want better for yourself from your own heart. You know what I mean? From something inside of you should be telling you, damn, I'm not good enough right now. Like, my body's not good enough. Or I want to be this certain type of weight. I want to be this fit. Or I want to be this cut. You know what I mean? Because you can pay a trainer $1,000 a month and pay all these coaches to help you to get to the level that you want to get to. But those coaches are just going to tell you what you were supposed to do anyways. I mean, yes, they have secret formulas and stuff, but at the end of the day, they're going to tell you what you are supposed to do, which is wake up, get your cardio done, eat the meals, go train. They're going to tell you, be there in the gym for an hour. They're going to keep you accountable. And I know we're all in different areas of our lives. Some people, they need that little push. But I'm saying, for the 18-year-old, 17-year-old kid out there, dude, you gotta want this for yourself, man. You know what I mean? You gotta want this for yourself. Yeah, you can watch videos, get motivated, but find something inside of you that is like, damn, I wanna be better. I wanna be good. I wanna be at a different level. I wanna be the best, even though, I told myself that. I went to the gym, I was like, man, I wanna be the best. Like, I never said, I wanna be just another guy. No, I said, I wanna be the best. I was 160 pounds. I told myself that. Like, I know I look like bones right now, but I know I can be better, and I know I can beat. I'm saying like it's a challenge, but I know I can beat the people in here in a way. You know what I mean? It's just a challenge that I gave myself, and yeah, within like it's 3 years, I gained like 40 pounds. You know, big shoulders, big chest. I wasn't like an IFBB pro or anything like that, but I was proud. I was like, man, I accomplished something in my mind. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just a piece of advice that I can give you guys. You know, don't let bodybuilding or training be your life. We're in the gym for an hour, man. You know, you got the rest of your day to figure out what to do and how to get your mindset correctly. Your food, cardio is only what? 30 minutes, 25 minutes. Then the rest of your day, those are the decisions, man, that you gotta make. The food, what you're eating when you're at work, or if you're going to school, what you're eating there. If you're in meal prepping, you're killing yourself. That's you're shooting yourself in the leg by not meal prepping. Stuff like that. Do the little things. I talked about this the other day. Do the little things. It's the little things that get us, man. So, yeah, I just wanted to say my talk here real quick. I'm probably gonna do this maybe every other day. You guys let me know if you like these type of talks or whatever, But yeah, nobody's gonna come and do the work for you. You're gonna have to do the work. You're gonna have to wake up in the morning and get it done. You're gonna have to be the one who says, you know what? I'm not gonna let somebody be, I won't say better than me. I'm not gonna let somebody overtake me in this area of my life. We got the same body, we got the same nutrition. Some of you guys, money's not the problem, man. You got all kinds of money. You can hire the best trainer, you can get the best equipment, but what it comes down to is train your mind. Beyond everything, I can say this right now, being truthful. Bodybuilding is not about your body, it's about your mind. Get your mind right. Telling you, when you get that lion, that gorilla, that, I don't want to say animal, but that I'm gonna be the best mindset, nobody's gonna touch you, man. Nobody, I don't care if you're natural or what, man. Hey, nobody's gonna touch you because you now have this thing that nobody has in there. You have a belief system that you're gonna be better. You know what I mean? That you're gonna do the work, that you're not gonna let anybody get in the way of that, And you can take this to the extreme. I have before, where I didn't eat out, I didn't do all the other things, but it helped. But it also didn't help in other aspects too. I feel like there's a balance. But I'm saying everybody has a want to be better. But when you get that mindset in your heart, in your mind, you're like, man, I'm not gonna be touched, man. I'm gonna be the best. Believe that yourself. Don't go in there sluggish and be like, we'll just see what we're gonna do today. No, get in there and be like, I'm gonna crush it, man. Even though you don't feel like it. Sometimes I go in there, I don't feel a pump. I don't feel like lifting anything. I feel tired. Take a pre-workout, I still feel tired. And I gotta push through. Even though I don't feel the squeeze, I don't feel the pump like that. I gotta still be like, pretend as if I'm getting it done. So that's what you're gonna have to do. That there'll be good days and bad days, and you're gonna have to choose in those bad days to still believe or have a mentality in your mind that what you're doing is working. Because once you start doubting and you start telling yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm not big enough, I don't have enough tools, I don't have enough money, you compile all these excuses, then what's gonna happen is you're probably not gonna achieve your goals. You're probably not gonna get to where you wanna get to. You're probably gonna quit because you're gonna tell yourself, I don't have the time, I don't have the money. And look, man, I'm gonna take you guys through my grocery shopping one day and show you guys what I spend. Like, I don't spend that much money. A month, maybe 250 a month, maybe 250, maybe 300, maybe something like that. But that's eating 4 meals a day with chicken, rice. You know what I mean? That's all you need, chicken, rice. You know, so you don't have to spend $500-600. I see people spending that. I'm like, that's insane, man. I know I'm not rich. You know, I'm not gonna pretend. And I don't get protein shakes, not because they're bad, but because it doesn't make sense financially for me. $60 for a tab, I'm not buying that. You know, if I get sponsored, great. But for now, I can't afford that. What I can afford is real food. That's what I can afford. You know, I can afford real food. And instead of spending 60 on a protein shake, I can spend 60 on some real chicken. You know, just makes sense. So, but if I was if I was in a rush and I didn't have that much time, I probably would like settle and go to a protein shakes type of thing. They're not bad. They're great for convenience and stuff. So, but yeah, I just wanted to give a little rant over here. Just tell you guys a little bit about what's on my mind. You know, like I said, I'll try doing these things every single day. If I think of something that's pretty cool that I want to talk to you guys about, I will, you know. But the last thing I can say is, don't let bodybuilding be the only thing that's in your life. Have hobbies. You know, find something. If you like running, if you like, I don't know, you like movies, do that. You know, do that. Don't let it, you're thinking about your next meal every single 2 hours. Oh, I didn't eat my meal. Like, that's good, but some people can get obsessed to where they don't have a life and they become miserable, right? Because they feel like, and you overthink it. You're stressing all the time. You know, your gains are not gonna come out as well because you're not sleeping enough. You're overthinking. You're doing all these things. You know, the other last thing is make sure your meals are easy to make. This is like the last one. Make sure your meals are easy to make. Bruh, if you gotta spend 5 hours making your meals, you know you're wasting time. And you're probably not gonna be consistent because you're wasting a lot of time doing all that. You know, cut it up, put it in the pan, man. Put some salt in there. Put some broth, chicken, seal it up. 30 minutes, you're done, bro. You don't need more than that. See what I'm saying? Cook rice cooker, put that thing in the rice cooker. Press start, you're done, bro. You know, you're done. But when you have to climb through hoops to make your meals, you got issues, problems, big problems. Because now you're thinking, should I go to Burger King or should I go home and cook? You're thinking Burger King because it's hard to make your meals. Me, I get there, if I don't have the meals and I know I'm about to be home, I know I can get it done in 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, I'm eating my meal, you know? So, those are the kind of things I just wanted to just tell you guys about. Make it easy, don't make it hard, you know? You don't have to make sure you're getting the meals in. If your goal is bulking, make sure you're getting your meals in. Make it easy, don't make it hard. So, I'm already sweating here. 15 minutes in, we got another 10 minutes to go, and then we'll probably be done with cardio here. So I will catch you guys later. Forgot to say, I started with 500 milligrams of water, big tub. Got that bad boy down, and we're done. And then I hopped on here. So, all right, guys, it's good chatting. Let me know if you guys like these type of videos. I'm breathing heavy too. So, see, I'm trying to do the content and give you guys some content here. So, I'm out.